Hey guys, it's Becky. I am back with another process video. Today I'm going to be using crepe paper again. I did do this for a challenge, possibly even two challenges on a cherry on top. Again, in 2019, I am trying to clean out my vault, which is to get all these layouts that have videos on them voiceovered and out so I can clear them out of that space. You will find that with maybe the first month or two in 2019, there'll be several videos each week. That's not going to be how it continues throughout the year. One of my goals this year is to spend less time doing scrapbooking and YouTube things. There are two hobbies, two very separate hobbies, scrapbooking and YouTubing. There are two separate hobbies, but also kind of related, right? And I want to spend less time doing that and more time doing some other things with, the family, with my husband, whatever, taking care of my house, taking care of myself. So, but while I'm trying to emptying out the vault, there will be several more videos than what you will see throughout the rest of the year, is what I'm getting at. So I'm going to use this Maggie Holmes paper to do a border on my page. My background is going to be this wood grain paper. Now you can see where I had already had previously cut out that cut file and also backed it. I had backed it with some scrap papers. Now on this month, I think I did this like December 15th or something, but in the month of December, one of the challenges was a manufacturer's challenge. So I did use a lot of crepe paper. So then I did, when you use a lot of papers, you end up with a lot of scraps, basically. So I did use a bunch of those scraps on this particular layout to back that cut file in. Now this is a cut file. Not really 100% sure where it came from. Sometimes I'll just cut files in batches. I could get them free from Paper Issues. I could have purchased them from the Silhouette store. I don't know where exactly I got this particular cut file. Right here I am going to go ahead and cut several pieces of paper to use as layers underneath my photo. Now these are pieces of the scraps that were left over from previous projects that I also backed this cut file in. The scraps that I used to back the photo, now they're not all, the backing of the photo does not go exactly as I had envisioned in my mind, and that's okay. I will pull out a ruler and rip some of the papers up because they were just a little bit too big, a little bit too long. Right here I was using a stapler to staple those together instead of holding them together with my hand. It's just easier. And I really definitely did want this pink and white gingham piece. This has made an appearance in several of my layouts. I love this piece of paper. It's one of my favorites. If I see another paper like this, then I am definitely going to probably purchase it. Another thing I'm doing in 2019 is I have a budget, a scrappy budget, but I've kind of looked at it in the past as more of a suggestion. So this coming year, I'm actually going to stick to that budget. I'm not going to go over it. I may go under, and that's fine, because I do have a lot of things in my room already that I would like to use. I love the things, right? I do want to use them. So I might go under, but I'm definitely not going to go over. I'm not going to use my scrappy budget as a suggestion. Right now I am subscribed to the Felicity Jane kit. I don't know if I'm going to continue subscribing or not. I saw the new release for the January kit. I like it. I'm not in love with all the pieces for the price of what the kit is. I think I pay $40. That's with shipping, so it's probably like 30 bucks, probably 10 bucks shipping. And I don't know. I'm not really in love with all the pieces for that amount of money. I know I can go to Hobby Lobby and get, because on this particular kit there was like vellum and stuff, and I know I can go to Hobby Lobby and pick those up for like 20 cents, 30 cents a sheet, and I don't know. They are specialty and they are exclusive, so there's your buy-in is the exclusive part, but I don't really think that matters too much to me. Okay, so I did get all my layers down. Right here I'm going to go ahead and set them down right there. I am kind of trying to make sure that the space on the right hand side and the left hand side of that cut file are kind of similar or the same. I'm going to go ahead and ink the edges of this cut file with that vintage photo ink as well. It's kind of a little bit stark because the cut file I actually cut out in white, and a lot of the tones of these papers are more cream. That doesn't really bother me. Even those white foam stickers from Paige Evans is what I use right here for my title. Even those are a little more cream than they are white when they're next to something that's white. If they're sitting there on their own, they look white, but when they're next to like this white cardstock, they look a little more cream than the cardstock is. That doesn't really bother me, but I did want to have that border or that inking around the edge of the cut file, because I did do that around the layers on the paper. I did not ink the edges of the papers that I ripped with a ruler though. Those ones I kept ragged and they're just there, right? So I did pull out my title, and it's Mirror Mirror. This is a photo of Riley, and I had got her this play mat that I keep at my house, so when she comes over she can play with it, but it did come with this little mirror that sits up, and she was just sitting there looking at herself in the mirror. It was so cute. I didn't know she had done that she liked to look at a mirror. And Marissa said, when I sent Marissa this picture, she was at work this night, and I took a picture of Riley doing it. She goes, oh yeah, she loves to look in the mirror. Well, I didn't know that, obviously, because I don't spend 24/7 with her. So I thought it was really interesting the way she liked to look in the mirror. What she likes the most, though, it is so funny. She'll go between looking in the mirror and playing with her hands. She loves to play with her fingers, or she did at this point in time, you know, several weeks ago. Right now, she has recently discovered her feet. So there you go. Really, really cute. I like being able to put these layouts together for Riley, and, you know, maybe when she looks back at them when she's older, she'll think it's pretty cool that she has all these different layouts that document where she's at this point in time. Right here I am flipping through this sticker book. It is a Crate Paper Maggie Holmes sticker book. I'm just seeing if there's anything I would like to use out of it. I do end up using some words and word phrases, or a word phrase and 2 words out of this book, but I am also going to pull out my die cutting machine. Oh yeah, that bow too. I forgot about that bow. That bow I'm going to go ahead and stick up on foam tape and put it on the picture. I did pull out my cutting machine, my die cutting machine, and I cut out several hearts. I kind of layered them up, 2 hearts on top of each other, so they're a little bit thicker, more like a chipboard heart, and I do scatter those around the page. Now this word I'm putting up at the top says adore. This one down here says wonderful, and I'm going to put another one down that's a word phrase that says I love you, and it's going to be on the left hand side of that same heart underneath my journaling. Now the journaling I did is just a really small journaling, usually that's pretty funny to me, because usually I write this big block of journaling. Here I wrote like 2 or 3 sentences. I don't usually keep it that short, but in this instance I did. After I put down the hearts, I'm also going to pull out some little pearls. Now these pearls were in my mini kit Monday for December 2018, so they were sitting there. And even though this wasn't a mini kit Monday layout, I did go ahead and take some of those pearls off that sheet and scatter those around the page as well. I didn't really want to put anything stark. I do have like some blacks and some golds and stuff, but I wanted something really, you know, more lightish. So I went ahead and went with the pearls. I'll also end up pulling out some Heidi Swapp Color Shine in Gold and splattering that around the page as well. Not a whole bunch, just a little bit of light splatter. I do cover up the photo, well, just the part with Riley's face on it, because I don't want to cover up her face. Right here I'm going to go ahead and put some foam tape under the bottoms of these layers just to kind of keep them popped up. I really like the dimension that has with the layers. You can kind of see a lot of shadowing between each piece of paper. I like that effect. Some people don't, but I love it. So that's what I did in there, and I did write the date underneath the right hand side of the photo. And then after I did all that, I don't do anything else to this layout. I want to thank you so much for joining me. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.